GPT-5 has now launched. I just watched the live stream, did a whole 1.5 hour stream on it. Here are the basic summary though. So GPT-5 is going to replace all of the other models. Very shortly, 4.0, 03, etc. are going to be deprecated. They're going to disappear from your chatbot. Presumably, they're still going to be available via the API. So if you are a developer, your app won't crash overnight. But if, like most people, you are using the app or the web version, then it's just GPT-5. First piece of good news, anyone who's on the free plan is going to have access to that model as well as everybody else. You will have less access, but you will have access to the top model. So that's already awesome. The next big thing is that they've removed the choice from what model you're going to be using. Instead, you are just going to use ChatGPT 5 and it is going to decide whether or not it's going to reason for you or what it needs to do for you to get you the best answer. That's really cool because there are 700 million users of ChatGPT and most of them don't know about model switching, and even if they find that part of the UI, it's pretty damn confusing. That has now been removed. You just use ChatGPT and it will be better. So for all of the people waking up tomorrow who didn't watch the live stream, don't know the difference between the model, don't care about any of that kind of stuff, they're just going to wake up and all of a sudden ChatGPT is going to be better. And that is the majority of people. Couple of other extra things. Advanced voice mode is now going to be available with a large capacity for free users. It's really cool and I recommend you check it out. And then most of the presentation was about coding and the new coding model. I've already started to use it, as you can see, and so far I am impressed. It is fast. It is able to look at my whole code base. It is able to deal with problems. I don't know yet if it's better than Claude Code or Gemini 2.5. My feeling is better than Gemini 2.5. Don't know with Claude Code yet. I need to test it more, but so far I'm impressed. Apart from that though, the presentation didn't give us much that was sexy. There were very few big wow moments. The main thrust is, hey, we have a new model. It is better in all ways than our other models. The thing is, every single AI presentation we get is basically that, hey, we built something and it's better. So it's kind of hard to wow us with new benchmarks or new improvements. So I was expecting something flashy like a video model, for example. So at least we could be, cutting planets in half and turning them into cake or whatever it is we've been doing with VO3 and Grok Imagine for the last few weeks. But no, they seem to stick to fundamentals. They have stuck to their main model. They have made it better. They've made it better in many use cases across the board for writing, coding, etc. And they've made it widely available to everybody. This to me felt like OpenAI focusing on fundamentals. There was very little flashy about the presentation. There were a few technical hiccups as they were switching to the wrong screen on their laptops. Everyone was a bit nervous. And I appreciate all of that compared to a Google presentation, for example, where it's all kind of pre-rendered and it's very polished and great speakers and you never really trust anything they're saying. I actually prefer the OpenAI style of presentation where it's a bit rough and ready and it's a bunch of, obviously, engineers who have been stuck in their lab, stuck in their office for the last few months building this amazing thing, who are excited to tell us about it, but they don't have the polish, they don't have the corporate kind of spiel. And I love that. I think that's awesome. So I'm going to be testing out the new model, as will everybody on the internet over the next few days and giving our thoughts. First thoughts, nothing exciting, and I'm okay with that. It just seems to be quite good. That said, I only have access via Cursor, so for coding right now, I do not yet have access in my app or my web application. So we'll see. If you have access, please tell me what you think. Any good? Rubbish? Not excited? Excited? Tell me what you think.